Welcome for mathematics lesson. We're going to revise the Kcse 2022 exam, paper 2 mathematics, question 2. The question says, the first term of a geometric progression, GP, is 2. The common ratio of the GP is also 2. The product of the last two terms is 512. Determine the number of terms in the GP. Remember to subscribe to this channel and to share the link with your friends. Let us look at how to solve this question. Remember, the nth term in a geometric progression is given by first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to n minus 1, where n is the number of terms, r the common ratio, and a the first term. So in this case, we are going to have the last term as n. Because we are saying the number of terms is n, then the last term, we can call it n, so that we may say the second last term. The second last term is going to be n minus 1. Just the number before the last one. The term before the last term. We call it n minus 1, since the number of terms is n. So in this case, we are told the product of the last two terms, which means the last term, which is n, and the second last term, which occupies position n minus 1. So the product of these two terms is going to be 512. Therefore, we are going to pick the last term according to the formula for any other term. We're going to use a last term. The last term is given by the first term, which is 2, multiplied by r, which is 2, raised to n minus 1. Remember, the value of n is unknown. Again, we have the second last term. The second last term, which is going to be a, which is 2, the first term. Then r is also 2, raised to n. The formula should be n minus 1. But again, now, the position of the term is already n minus 1. So we subtract 1 again, which makes it n minus 2. Whereas the last term is 2 raised to n minus 1, the second last is going to be 2 into n raised to, or 2 raised to n minus 2. So you should take note of that difference. So now we are told that the product of this last and the second last is giving us 512. Therefore, 2 into 2 raised to n minus 1. We can first of all simplify this term before we go to the multiplication part of it. And we say, in simpler terms, we can have 2. Then in brackets, when we try to solve this power here, we can have 2 raised to n. And we divide it with 2 raised to 1. Remember, picking 2 and having indices subtracted means we can have 2 and we split the indices. Then we divide as shown here according to the laws of indices. So this can simplify too. When we have the 2's cancelling, because this is 2 and this is 2, we can have the last term as simply 2 power n. This one is the last term now. The second last can also simplify into, it is already 2 into 2 raised to n. So this can be divided by 2 raised to 2, which makes it a 4. And we can have 2 divided by 4, which makes it a half. So we will have 2 raised to n out of 4. And remember, there is a 2 here, so that when this one simplifies, we will have the simplest form is 2 raised to n divided by 2. So this one is the second last term. So we are told the product of these two terms now should give us 512. Therefore, 2 raised to n multiplied by 2 raised to n, and this one is divided by 2, should give us 512. 512. So to do away with these two, we can multiply both sides with 2, such that we multiply with 2 here for it to cancel, and we multiply with 2 on the other side. So that 2 raised to n into 2 raised to n is equal to 1028 when we multiply 512 by 2. 1024, sorry. 1024. Therefore, here we can just pick 2. Then according to the product law, we can have the powers added, because we said when the base is the same and we are multiplying, we can simply add the powers. Therefore, we can have 2 raised to n equals to 1024. Then the last step will be raising or expressing 2024 into its simplest base, whereby we will have 2 raised to 2n equals to 2 raised to 10, because 2 to power 10 gives us 1024. So because the bases are the same, then we can equate the indices, and we say 2n equals to 10, and the value of n is going to be given as 5. Therefore, the number of terms in this GP is 5. So that is the solution. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share the link.